Get your hands off the wheel before I break them. Officer Dawson ripped Marcus Ward's door open, dragging him onto the gravel shoulder. Riker shoved him forward, crushing the back of his neck. Old men like you don't belong behind the wheel of cars like this. Dawson's taser buzzed inches from him. Don't look away. I want you to remember who owns this road. When he cocked his fist to strike, Marcus's punch connected first, sharp and explosive. None of them knew they just swung on a retired Delta Force commander. Before we continue, comment where in the world you're watching from and subscribe because tomorrow's story is one you don't want to miss. Commander Marcus Ward eased his SUV down the winding Georgia highway. The drive from his daughter's house usually brought peace after decades of classified missions. But today felt off. 2 patrol cars have been following him for 15 minutes. His trained instincts kicked in as they suddenly accelerated, boxing him in. The lead car swerved, forcing him to stop on the shoulder. Keep your hands where we can see them. Deputy Dawson emerged, hand on his holster. Marcus lowered his window 3 inches. Is there a problem, officers? Dawson's face reddened. When an old man like you drives a car this nice, it's stolen. Get out. This is my vehicle. I have registration. Did I ask you to talk? Dawson yanked the door open. Out now. Years of combat training screamed at Marcus to react, but he moved slowly. He stepped out, hands raised slightly, cataloging every detail. Dawson's aggressive stance, Riker's position behind him, the 3rd officer approaching. Face the vehicle. Dawson shoved him hard against the SUV. This is unnecessary. I'm a retired military officer. Riker's knee slammed into his ribs. Shut your mouth. You people always have excuses. The search was nothing but brutality. Rough hands patted him down with intentional force. Marcus remained still, analyzing their positions. Not so tough now. Dawson twisted his arm behind his back. Time to learn some respect. The 3rd officer circled, cracking his knuckles. Marcus felt cold metal press against his neck. Dawson's breath was hot on his ear. Maybe this will help the lesson stick. You really don't want to do that, Marcus said softly. Dawson laughed. Watch me. The taser crackled. Before the electrodes made contact, Marcus moved. His elbow shot backward, catching Dawson in the solar plexus. Marcus pivoted, throwing him face first into the hood. Riker lunged. Marcus swept his legs. The 3rd officer charged. Marcus redirected his punch, sending him flipping. In 30 seconds, all 3 officers lay groaning. Marcus stood calm as sirens approached. He didn't run. He stood his ground. Lieutenant Briggs arrived like a storm cloud, surveying his injured men. What happened here? Dawson wheezed. He attacked us. Routine? Marcus's voice cut like steel. You dragged me from my vehicle, assaulted me, attempted to tase me. Briggs stormed forward. You shut your mouth. Good officers don't assault civilians, Marcus replied. The baton came whistling. Marcus deflected it, moving with practiced efficiency. He didn't attack, simply wasn't where the baton tried to be. A crowd gathered, phones recording. Briggs noticed. Get those phones. Confiscate every device. Officers hesitated. They'd seen what Marcus did. Briggs attacked again. Marcus caught the baton mid-swing. They stood locked. Then Marcus twisted, sending him stumbling. I won't resist, Marcus said, hands visible. But everyone knows what happened. Officers cuffed him. You're under arrest for assault, resisting arrest, and attempted murder. Briggs whispered. You have no idea what you started. Are you still with me? Hit that like button if you want to see what happens next. And subscribe because this story is about to get even more intense. At the station, Marcus was processed slowly, each step designed for maximum humiliation. He maintained composure, gathering intelligence. From booking, he watched Briggs orchestrate the cover-up. Officers carried out dashcam drives. Computer systems acting up when announced. Might lose some files. Briggs smiled. Technology is never reliable. In his cell, Briggs appeared. No judge will believe your story. Your word against 3 respected officers. Within an hour, Harper Lane strode into the station. I'm representing Commander Ward. I need all documents immediately. Briggs tried to stare her down. We're processing. Harper replied sharply. You've already leaked to the press. I saw the segment about the dangerous veteran. This county protects abusive officers. 8 similar incidents buried. The dash camera will clear this up, Marcus said. Harper smiled grimly. Let me guess. Technical difficulties? Briggs cut in. We have 3 officer statements. 3 identical statements, Harper said. We're requesting federal oversight. The bail process took hours. Finally, Marcus stepped into harsh sunlight. No comments, Harper told cameras. The drive home felt surreal. Every patrol car slowed, officers staring. His daughter's neighborhood buzzed with activity. News vans idled. Harper said they'd move fast before more evidence was destroyed. Marcus walked to his house, aware of watching cameras. Inside, silence felt like refuge. His phone kept vibrating. Violent veteran attacks officers. Police union demands maximum charges. Marcus placed the phone down. They wanted him overwhelmed, isolated, afraid. But he'd faced worse odds. He looked at his reflection. No, he wouldn't be intimidated. They'd started this fight thinking he was easy. They were about to learn how wrong they were. Morning came. News vans cleared, but a patrol car lurked 2 blocks down. Harper texted, "Meet at office ASAP. Federal contact agreed to hear us." The parking garage loomed ahead. As Marcus pulled in, his instincts registered multiple details. Boots on concrete, movement in windows, vehicles blocking exits. He stepped out. "I know you're here. Let's skip the theatrics." 4 deputies emerged. "Lieutenant said you might cause problems," the largest growled. "We should make sure you understand. Accidents happen in parking garages." Marcus analyzed their positions. Amateur mistakes. Last chance to walk away. Slate rushed first. Marcus redirected him into a sedan. The others attacked without coordination. Marcus moved between pillars, using structure as weapon. A baton struck concrete. He grabbed it, twisting the wielder into another's charge. Marcus disabled Slate with precise strikes. One deputy drew a taser. Marcus caught his wrist, directing electrodes into his partner. The largest bull rushed him. Marcus used a hip throw. The remaining deputy fumbled for his radio. Marcus disarmed him with a wrist lock. "Stay down unless you want to explain your dislocated shoulder." The garage echoed with groans. Marcus documented everything, sending it to Harper. Attempted assault. 4 deputies need cleanup. That afternoon at Harper's office, files spread across her desk. "They're spinning this fast," Harper said. "Unstable veteran attacks officers." Briggs went to the DA. "They're expediting charges." Marcus paced. "They're desperate." Those deputies were scared of Briggs. One said he'd kill them. Harper pulled files. 3 complaints about forced falsified reports. All dismissed. "We need federal oversight. I have a contact. Daniel Cross. Justice Department. Briggs will retaliate when he knows." "He's already retaliating," Harper showed an email. "Emergency meeting." Briggs threatened a deputy's family. "There's more." Harper hesitated. "Briggs filed to revoke your bail. Judge Whitman reviewing." Whitman golfs with the DA? "Every Sunday. The system's a closed loop." "But systems have weak points," Marcus said. "We just have to find them." That evening, Marcus entered Ali's bar. Conversations died. 15 off-duty officers stared. Marcus moved to the bar. "Water," he said simply. Deputy Riker's voice carried. "Judge Whitman's got Briggs's back. That dash cam footage is gone." Briggs wiped it himself. "No evidence means his word against ours." Marcus stood, facing Riker. "That footage showed everything. That's why Briggs destroyed it." "You got nerve," Riker snarled. "Just confirming facts. Like how Whitman takes bribes." An officer grabbed Marcus's shoulder. "Time to leave." Marcus didn't move. "Last warning." The officer lunged. Marcus redirected him into a table. Glasses shattered. Another swung. Marcus blocked, spinning him into the second attacker. One grabbed a chair. Marcus stepped inside. The chair splintered. He dropped the man with a solar plexus strike. The remaining attacked together. Marcus moved with fluid efficiency. The footage, Marcus said to Riker. Briggs deleted it personal. Next morning, a patrol SUV followed Marcus. Officer Matthews, Briggs's attack dog. Matthews swerved alongside, hatred on his face. He slammed into Marcus's car. Marcus tapped brakes. The SUV overshot. Amateur hour. Marcus exécutait à poursuite intervention. Matthews overcompensated, spinning out. The SUV rolled into a ditch. Marcus pulled over, phone recording. Matthews stumbled out. "You're dead. Stay where you are." Hands visible. Reynolds reached for radio. Marcus moved with efficiency. 2 strikes dropped Matthews. Reynolds fumbled. Shots fired. Marcus swept his legs. No shots fired. Just like there was no reason to run me off the road. Marcus secured them to their push bar with their own cuffs. The encounter lasted 2 minutes. He reviewed footage. Everything clear. The unprovoked attack, attempted crash, threats. He sent copies to Harper and Federal Tip Line. "You know the difference?" Marcus asked them. "I could have killed you easily. Instead, you'll face consequences. Everything's recorded. Your careers are over." At Harper's office, sunlight streamed through windows. "They're getting bolder," Harper examined stills. "Attempting murder in daylight. Briggs is desperate." Marcus played bar footage. Riker boasting about Whitman. "That's the missing link," Harper said. Someone knocked. "Our federal contact." Investigator Daniel Cross entered. "I've reviewed your evidence. I apologize it took murder attempts to get attention." "Just Marcus," he replied. "I've opened official inquiry," Cross said. "Your documentation is exceptional, but the pattern concerns me most. This is systematic." Harper pulled files. Similar cases 5 years back. All Briggs, all black drivers, all missing evidence. "Except they picked someone who could fight back," Marcus added. Cross nodded. "My team visited the station. Your traffic stop wasn't spontaneous. They tracked you for days. Briggs selected officers. Why? Because you're black with a nice car. Also, they observed you visiting your daughter. Assumed family made you vulnerable. They've threatened relatives before." "Not this time," Marcus said. Harper's phone buzzed. Briggs called emergency press conference, painting you as domestic terrorist, demanding federal authorities arrest you. "Classic deflection," Cross said. "We have emails showing he wanted violence. Just didn't expect you'd survive and document." They reviewed evidence. Cross confirmed federal investigation would override local charges. Every piece revealed deeper corruption. The roadside attack was sloppy, Cross noted. "They're unraveling. Which makes them dangerous," Marcus said. "Men like Briggs destroy everything rather than lose." Multiple deputies walked off, refusing Briggs's orders. Others called the tip line. "The thin blue line is cracking," Cross said. "He won't accept that," Harper warned. "Then we make every attack backfire," Marcus said firmly. They prepared for a preliminary hearing. Harper organized witness statements. Cross added federal charges. Marcus provided tactical analysis. "One concern," Cross said. "Briggs still has supporters watching you." "Let them watch," Marcus replied. "Every surveillance is another violation." The courtroom filled. News of federal involvement drew reporters, activists, citizens who'd experienced abuse. Judge Marshall entered. Unlike Whitman, who recused himself, Marshall had independence. "We'll begin with federal evidence." Cross approached with recorder. "During investigation, we recovered backup audio from body mics. Deliberately hidden." The courtroom silenced as Dawson's voice filled space. "Look at this one. Old man driving that car. Probably stole it. Time to teach respect." Recording captured approaching footsteps, aggressive commands, discussion of force before interaction. "Go to make him squirm. Don't leave marks where cameras see. You know the drill." Harper stood. "This proves premeditation. Officers planned excessive force before contact." The lawyer objected. "Recordings could be altered." Marshall overruled. "Federal forensics authenticated these. We have continuous audio from multiple devices." Another clip played. Dragging Marcus from vehicle. Sounds of impact. Taunting comments. Marcus's warnings. Dawson's taser buzz. Jurors recoiled. Marshall's expression cracked. "These recordings prove self-defense against orchestrated attack motivated by racial bias," Harper said. Briggs's face turned red. Hands gripped table edge. Cross presented more. Emails showing targeting patterns. Testimony from officers who quit. Data proving evidence destruction. "Based on this evidence," Marshall said, "I'm dismissing assault and resisting charges. Ward's actions constitute self-defense against excessive force and civil rights violations." Briggs shot up. "This is nonsense. He attacked my officers." We can't let these people. Lieutenant Briggs, Marshall's voice cracked. Control yourself or face contempt. Your words are telling. Given clear evidence, we move to dismiss all charges, Harper said. So ordered, Marshall replied. I'm referring this to Justice Department Civil Rights Division. The gallery erupted. Years of abuse facing consequences. Commander, Marshall addressed him, I apologize for your ordeal. This court failed to protect citizens from abuse of power. Thank you, Your Honor. Well-wishers surrounded Marcus and Harper. This is just beginning, Cross said. More victims coming forward. Good, Marcus replied. The system needs exposure. That evening, Marcus relaxed for the first time in weeks. Victory felt substantial. Inside, he replayed Marshall's words. Validation felt good. His phone buzzed. His daughter's number. But Mrs. Chen's panicked voice came through. Marcus, they're here. For patrol cars at your daughter's house. The glass slipped from his hand, shattering. Who's there? Sheriff's Department. Obstruction charges. Your daughter was on her porch. They're so rough. Marcus grabbed keys. Call Harper. I'm coming. His phone exploded with notifications. Delta Force Commander Violent Past exposed. Questions about mental